friends! I am currently in my not quite finished redone music room, so I'm just kind of sitting on the floor hanging out and being freaked out by how echoey my voice is in here. I need to get a rug. I've got a few things I want to talk about today, so just kind of bear with me. I want to explain why I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks and just kind of where my head's at right now. I want to start by saying that it is important to have goals. Goals give you purpose. They give you something to strive for, and they're just, you know, an important part of life. And from the moment that I knew that YouTube was kind of going to be like my thing, my goal has always been to make it to 100,000 subscribers. I never had any like delusions of grandeur of wanting to be, you know, a multi-million subscribed channel. But that was always my goal. 100,000, I would think that was amazing. And I've worked really hard over the last, 5.5 years and watched my channel slowly build and slowly gain subscribers, but it's never been, like, I've never crossed that threshold of being like, all right, like, I've made it. And I'd say over the last, 2 years, I've really become hyper-focused on achieving that goal. So I took a look at what I was doing on my channel and, figured I would try the 90-second songs, making sure that I, had 2 videos a week. And I loved doing the 90-second song series, but it got to the point after 1.5 years where, on average, the videos really didn't get more than 1,000 views. And it was a lot of work to put into something that, didn't seem to be growing. So I decided to stop that. And last fall I ended up doing a phone call with someone from the network, the YouTube network that I'm part of. And that was one of the things that I voiced is I don't really know what to do to kind of get things to the next level. And she said, well, you need to have a better backdrop and you need to have better video quality and sound quality and be putting out videos twice a week. And I figured, since this is what she does, that obviously was the advice that I need to take. And it's what I've done. I've gotten a new camera and I've redone the music room. And I've, tried to go on this formula of 2 videos a week. And I don't know that I'd say that I'd become obsessed or anything, but I started focusing more on that than on music, which is what I originally started doing my channel for. And I think a lot of that comes with the fear of, I just can't put out new music every week. I can't write that fast. I really, there are songs that it's taken me, over a year to write. And I don't want to feel like I'm rushing or doing a job that's not my best job. And if I'm not putting out music all the time, then are people going to even care about me anymore when I do? And it's a scary thought because once you get to the place that people do care about your music, you don't want that to go away. So I think it got to the point where I was posting stuff just to be able to post 2 videos a week. And it got to be really stressful and it got to feel like a burden. And I had this moment a couple weeks ago that I think finally brought me back to reality. As you know, if you've been paying attention to my social media, I've got a new 5-song EP that I'm working on. And one of the things that I want to do with this EP that I've never done before is a music video, lyric video combination. So I actually am doing a music video, but it's going to have the lyrics in it. It's going to be really great. So I'd sent a few emails, put out some feelers to some video producers, videographers around my area. And the very first one I talked to, I sent him the information, for my channel and kind of the links to some of my music. And we had a phone conversation and he says, I think the biggest thing that I noticed is that your image doesn't match your sound. And I said, okay. I was like, what does that mean? And he said, well, a lot of your songs, they kind of are dark and, I'm looking at the album art that you've done before and kind of the, image that you have on your social media, and that's not what you put out. And I left the conversation with him being is that true? Does my visual image not match my music? It took me roughly 30 seconds to finally be screw that guy. I am who I am. I'm not always perfectly put together and, I'm not going to sit here and on my Instagram, put the same filter on every picture of me looking super pouty. That's not who I am. Every album and every single that I've put out, it's It's nothing but me. I would like to think that you guys, if I started, you know, trying to put out a different image, would call me out as it being complete bullshit. Because I've never really been a person to question who I am. I've always known, you know, who I am, but like questioning how I do things and what I do and making me second guess myself, I think that was the moment that I had to just take a step back and be like, all right, like, what are you really doing with this whole YouTube thing? My first love and my first passion is making music. And I feel like someplace along the way, I've gotten distracted by the idea of not feeling like I was successful or not being where I wanted to be if I didn't have a certain number of people that were subscribed to me on YouTube. I've accomplished a lot of amazing things. I am so fortunate that I've been in the position where I've gotten to make something that people care about. So from that point, I've decided I'm still gonna put out like some covers and things. I might do like an occasional Q&A, but I'm gonna really focus on making this EP and really getting back to the music, because that seems to be what you guys care about. And that's what I care about. Thank you for, you know, being part of this and part of my music, and I just want to make you guys proud. So I'll keep you posted on all of the updates having to do with the EP and everything, and let me know if there are any like covers or particular videos that you want to see, but I'm gonna take myself off of a schedule. It's gonna be when I feel like it. I hope that y'all are cool with that, and I am excited to see what's next. So I will see you next time.